Yeah. Trump. Yeah. Can I get it? No. Uh-uh. Ja. Det vil jeg også købe nogle af de andre. Men de virker bare mega dårligt. Det er ekstremt. Trump er faktisk nemmere at få til at fungere nogenlunde ordentligt. Men jeg tror ganske enkelt, at et kæmpe stor del af problemet er, at min ganske enkelt ikke er god nok. Så det er jo lidt nederen. Så lidt. Okay, let's see. Is this the day I get power recycler? I doubt it. But it could be.
Rannick has authorized a mission suited to your talents.
No power recycler. It's a really bad weapon in general. Okay, I mean, except for the stats itself. Like Bloodletter isn't too bad. If I was ever going to use a weapon. But I don't really want to spend the money in case I get a power recycler. Alright. Let's see, has anyone voted for anything? Nope. Okay, no worries. I'll take one game with my own equipment, and then we will see if someone has voted for something when I come back.
Assistance is available.
It's power outage still. Is this a high intensity one also? Really sad the AI didn't work. I tried making like a Trump AI voice, but apparently my PC is not good enough to run that plus a game. So it has to be one or the other. That's a lot of Psychus. Okay, one of them bailed. Ugh. Just turn on those things and yeah.
There's pure furnace blast.
The way I'm thinking this is gonna work, I should probably write that in the description. So my thoughts are, I'm gonna, whenever someone votes for a loadout, I'm gonna use that loadout until a new vote is being cast. So after each vote, I'm gonna reset the poll, and then not until I get a new vote am I gonna switch. Oh, hello, Mr. Reaver. And Bulwark. Of course. What was that dude? Oh wow, that was fire. That is some crushes.
I concur. A more strategic approach would be preferable. A frontal assault without backup. Why am I not surprised? This seems a serious injury.
Ouch. Yes.
Requesting help!
Yes,
Thank you.
I enjoy this. I do.
Face! Now back away!
It's dead now!
Empty mind. Nothing but judgment and brutality.
Commissars don't find cowards among cages!
I wonder how many have deserted due to the very fear of a commissar. Ironic.
Demon and another sniper. Nice.
Ammo here, rough
At least we got rid of the Grim. Oh. Yes, that he... Oh, no, he did not. Where are these guys coming from? Whoa. Ah, come on. Yes, good job. Okay, I think. No, never mind.
We have killed the tracker.
Ah, brilliant.
They've all wandered off. That's what it is. Diamante! Come back. The good ones and the bad ones.
Wait, where did it go? Oh hell no, where's the dog? watch out for that stupid sniper. Oh wow, that was a crusher.
Thank you. Your colleagues need you, Roughneck.
Whoa. Yeah. Those snipers are scary, man. Oh wow. That was scary and close. Thank god there's a rest station in a second. No, no one ever calls for a bomb.
I'm trying not to, sibling. Most unpleasant. Healing. A timely
I think I
discovery.
just saw a sniper like 9. Okay.
Flavor eliminated! There's no way back!
Schlägersmith!
Go there.
More skill, witch!
So much blue fire, it's kind of crazy. know what? After this match, if there has not been any voting on any gear class, I'm gonna make a random generator that chooses it for me. And then we're gonna go random. If people don't want to give me weird weapons to use, I'm just gonna make a computer do it for me. That's only if people haven't voted. People have voted. Good job. Go for it. It's not gonna be random feed though. That's a bit extreme. That could also be a good incentive to get good versions of weapons, even the bad ones. I'm probably not gonna... Should I maybe go as far as to... Yeah, let's do it with the MK versions also. Like, we're gonna go full random. That's a bomb. Where do you guys come from? Oh, no grenades. Why are you so insisting?
We're damned. That's why we're still alive. The good and pure are already in their grave.
The physical explosion of fascinating.
Metaphysical contagion in retreat. Continue. Proceed into the
Oh. I missed a mutant. That was not the right target. There he is. Please. Oh, shit. Wow. Oh, scheiße. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ, I'm taking a lot of damage all of a sudden. Yes. That was just really bad timing for me.
Indicate station! Attend! A healing station! Oblige!
Reach smelter control via Septic Conveyor 9112.
No, really? She pulled me up. Okay, it seems like they're able to reach me, so I just need to wait for them to get me. If they're gonna be able to get me. It's not looking too good right now. It's looking really bad for them, actually. It's looking absolutely horrendous. Yep. No, he actually got up. There's 2 dogs though, and lots of flamers. I'm not sure he got both dogs. Nah. GG. Alright, let's make the random generator instead. Do I have Visual Studio on this computer? I think I'm just gonna make it simple for myself. I do not have Visual Studio. What am I doing? Can I really consider myself a software developer when I don't even have Visual Studio on my computer? That's absolutely disgraceful. No. Alright. Let's download it and get to it. Okay, let's get Visual Studio. We're gonna have some fun coding. Visual Studio community, please. I don't care for paying. Then we also need to these guys up. That's under here. There we go. This is perfect and perfect. Visual Studio, how are you coming along? It's gonna take a little while. Yes. Go nuts. Go nuts. Don't worry, I'm gonna share my screen in a bit. I just need to fix this. What do we want? We definitely want AppSnipped. Python development, sure, why not? Azure development, I think that's kind of fun. Node.js, always enjoyed Node.js. Not gonna use half of them, but you know. Data storage, nah, we're just gonna use a file format. Care for that stuff. Extension development, nah. Nah. Alright, this looks good. Total space 11 gigabytes. Not too bad. Not too bad. Bless you. Thank you. Alright, give me a second, guys. That's installing. Okay, I'm back. Our Visual Studio is at 80%, so it shouldn't be too long now until I can finally get this black screen out of the way and we can get on to making this random generator. So I'm thinking that we will make it into, so we need some pictures, which means we need a folder directory. And then we need, of course, a generator, and we need it to be able to like roll for things within other sets. So we need like a list that belongs to a certain object. How much should we make this into object pro? I mean, we should probably have the classes. Then we should have the weapons, but some weapons are shared between them. So we need like some kind of relation. So that we like can have the shared weapon appear in both class examples. Let's see, this is gonna be interesting. I don't think it's gonna take too long, maybe a couple of hours to make it, depending on how much autism mode I'm gonna go on it. Because sometimes when I program, I just go down some kind of weird rabbit hole. But hello, PowerShell. That can only mean one thing, we're almost ready. So of course it's going to be programmed in C++. No, C#, sorry, not C++. Oh my god, what kind of program? Yeah, let's just sign in. Okay. My password. There we go. It's loading up. Oh, they just need to get things ready as usual. There we go, okay. So first thing, create a new project. No, we're not gonna have it as a console. We're gonna have it as a ASP.NET project, so that we at some point in the future can expand and have it up on a website so that everyone has access to it. Random picker. Okay. For HTTP, yes, that is exactly what we want. Okay, now we can finally get going. Let's see, where's the window? There's the window configuration. Game capture, but you'll be capturing in a game, you'll be capturing... Is it really not able to capture Visual Studio? Okay, in that case, we're gonna be hiding you. No capture. You should be able to, right? There we go, yes, this one can. And look at that. Well, why is it so small? Shouldn't it be bigger? Should be bigger, right? How does it look on the stream? It's probably the question. It looks very tiny. Very, very tiny. Why is it so tiny? Can we? Yeah, fit to screen. There we go. Much better. At least on mine. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So now that that is done, let's get to work. So we can see we have pages. That's where our text is, right? Yeah, our text is there. PV root. Got some CSS there. We got the site.js, and we got some Bootstrap. How does our site look? Very empty. Write your JavaScript code. Yeah, yes, so that's for. But I am not gonna be doing that. I am probably just gonna. Oh, we do one side. You know what? I'm not gonna worry about the front end right now because I suck at the front end. What I am gonna worry about is the back end. The back end is going to be out here. See, this is gonna be our front end. What we're gonna do is we're gonna say here, new. Not able to project then. This one can be pretty sure there's an entity. Project type. Entities. Okay. I'd really hope there was like straight up project type. Guess we're just gonna make so slab. Oh, what am I doing? What in God's holy name was that? See, that's what happens when you have bad fingers like me. Just delete this one, get rid of it. Not able to because don't save we don't. Go. Project, delete this one. Brilliant. Okay. Oh well, maybe we're gonna have it anyways. We can have it in the same solution, we can just have it under like a different folder, a different structure. So we're gonna have new folder. Backend. On the backend, we want don't want a controller. This is definitely not how things looked on my work computer. because everything is in ASP.NET. Like shows all kinds of weird. Okay, doesn't matter class. Then we want. Wait, that's actually kind of stupid because in our backend we need entities. Our actual things that we're gonna be working. Need our logic. Under our logic, we're gonna have generator itself. Spell it correctly. So. Under entities. Why folder? Why are you doing this, Fasan? That's not what we're about. Under this we need we need a class. Class entity. In classes they can have a primary weapon. Primary weapon entity. Very. How exactly am I imagining this? Yeah, the entity just need to have the things though. So what does the secondary? Wait, actually. No, that is, yeah, that is correct actually. But instead of the secondary and primary actually, we're gonna give them a bit more of a telling name. So it's a melee weapon and it's a range weapon. And if they ever decide to make a class that only has like 2 melee weapon like in Vermintide, then we just give them 2 melee weapons, it doesn't matter. Range weapon. Okay. Now then we need some enums. To have a list of the actual weapons. Enums, then we the enum weapons. Should we? Yeah. Weapons. Melee weapons actually. Melee. Enum. This is kind of bad practice actually, so melee weapon. What in the beginning? Enum melee. And we want ranger enum range weapon. Enum class. Now, the real question is how are we going to distinguish between whether a weapon. So the enums, they're just a list of its. they could contain like 2 lists, so also a list that like describes which weapons are usable by which classes. I think that's how we do it, actually. But then it should be like oh wait, that doesn't make sense. Make the enum class first. So the enum class has, of course, have a veteran. That's not how you declare enum. Sorry for my very new behavior here. Yeah, enum. That's it. Public class. Then we need enum classes. Needs to be an enum, of course, spelled correctly. Go. This one doesn't really matter, and then to have a getter for the enum, so say a better enum get classes. I am so fat fingered today. There we go. Classes. It is because we need to not return a enum, return that enum. Would it be better with? Would it be better with this? Can we do it? That's it. I haven't been working too much with enum, so how do we make a set and getter without setter for it? Maybe just actually public, and it can be static also. Public, static, we don't really care about kinds of random stuff, and expected 0. Do you want to be 0? What is your problem? You can be with spell with, but that's not, is it? That's because it's not. It's one of these. One of those. Yes, sir. Okay. Now we just need all the classes. So veteran 0. Zealot. So 1. Ogre number 2. And Saiga is number 3. No more than that. We're done. Okay. Why are you still not happy? Static partial. What? I would want that. That's just weird. Probably don't need to declare it actually. Yes. I do. Okay. Well. No, you're not partial. It's a stupid decision. Oh wait, classes. Need to match your word there. That is not valid for this. Member name cannot be the same as their enclosing type. So da 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 da. There we go. Apparently enums cannot be static. Oh, good to know. Okay. So now that we have the class enum, we need the melee enum. Okay, so how are we gonna do this? See, we need, so basically what it is, we have X, that's the class. Then we have Y, that's the weapon. And then x1 and x2 and x3, for instance, can use y1 through 10, for instance. But they cannot use, so x1, I mean, ogres are gonna be easy because they have their completely own weapons, but like all the others, x2 and x3, they can like, they cannot use, sorry, they cannot use like y11 through 14, for instance. Like, they're not able to do that. So how do we, in a simple way, without having all kinds of annoying statements, represent that? What we could do, actually, I think I know, because in the classes here, right, instead of having 0 here, actually, let us go for a binary system. So, actually, we need it to have to be 2, 4, 8, 16, 4 bits. So, this way, we can make it like a calculation. So we simply look at the number the weapon has. So when we make a weapon, we might like make it so, what should we say, Recon Lasgun. Recon Lasgun can be used by everyone except the Ogre. So the Recon Lasgun would have a value of 16 plus 4 plus 2, that's 22. Actually, I'm kind of stupid. This is this is how the bit system works. Oh my god, I'm just A plus, A plus. So, but you get the thought, right? So we can basically just emulate this. So it would be 8 plus 2, that's 10, 11. So the Recon Lasgun would have value 11. That way we know which class it is, because, like, for instance, let's say against all odds that the Ogre had a weapon they could use with the Zealots. But then it would be 6. Well, no way that can be interpreted as Veteran plus Zealot plus Ogre, for instance. That would be too high, and no way it can be a Psyker, because that would also be too high. And no way it could be just Veteran and Zealots, because that would be too low. So that way we always know which classes they can use. Now the tricky thing, not the tricky thing, but the annoying thing is we're basically gonna have to recreate the bit system, like a handler for it, basically. Now the other thing we could do is we could have the entity classes have a list, and this list could have just like manually added all the weapons. But that wouldn't really be very automatic, would it? How would we do that if we add to the list? Like the alternative, like be here in the class entity. Like, yeah, give it an ID, whatever. Name, definitely. Description, yeah, whatever. Class ID, nah, whatever to that. It would though have like a public list of, what would that be? Of melee weapons. And in that list, all the weapons that they could use with. Now that is like kind of the end goal already. But the question is if it should be done manually, so I just hard code it in, or we go with this system. I kind of like this system. Just because as long as the math always is correct in here, like right now this is completely, like we need to basically do something like this. But like instead of enum classes, it's enum melee weapon. And it cannot be, let's just say melee. Enum melee. And then instead of these, then it would be like, because things can have same values. So it can for instance be recon. And then recon can be used by a lot of them. So it's 1 and 2, so that's 3 plus 8, that's 11, was it that we said, right? It's the Psyker and the, yeah, Psyker, Zealot, and Veteran. That becomes 11. But I know the recon. So the Anti-X, yes, Battle X, sorry. Oh, that's Anti-X. And then we could instantly a Devil Claw, a Claw Sword, would also be 11. Now the problem with this is, when we get to the melee weapon entities, because we need pictures also. Like, we need a public. Over here, no, we do not need you like that. I was more thinking like this. It knows it because this one is called entity, that's why the autocorrect. Let's just rename these. It's always good to know exactly what we're dealing with. Entity. Yes, and you too. Entity. Then we can go absolutely zero. Oh, I don't. Okay, whatever. Public int ID. Yes. Y in God's holy name. That's name description we also want. And we also need a picture. That is a path, so string picture. Get sets. So that's like what a ranged and melee weapon for that sake is gonna be. Now alternatively, oh, it still needs to be represented. But like the thing is, that's not the point. Like we need a picture for it, and the picture should probably also be easily looked up in the enum. Or maybe I'm putting too much work on the enum. Like how else would we be able to decide what picture belongs to what? Because we're gonna have a file structure. Now it could also, it's gonna be very ugly to look at, but it's gonna be very simple and clean. But we could have like a folder. So we have a melee weapon folder, and under that we have like all the folders for each weapon. And so the list of weapons is based on the name, so they don't have an ID. Let's take a look. How would that tie into this? This might be completely weapons. It's always so tricky how you want to structure it. So maybe we just don't care about these right now. We know the entities. The entities are not that complicated. We need this, and then we need one for the ranged. Range weapons. And then melee. Actually, this should not be a list, because a class only has... So whenever we generate them with the weapon, so they just have one. They have the one melee weapon and the one ranged weapon. Now, here's actually the thing. If they ever decide to... So what we could do instead is... Because if they ever decide to make it so that the classes that, so if they ever make like a class that can only have 2 melee weapon, for instance, then this is not gonna work. So what we perhaps could do instead is have like a parent class, because I mean, to be honest, they're actually very, very identical. These two, they're gonna be very identical. So we could actually just have a weapon entity. So yeah, you know what? Let's try and see how that works. Let's get rid of the whole melee and ranged concept, because in this stage it's just not that important. So they just need to have weapon 1 and weapon 2. And that is how we are gonna do it for now. Okay. You're still cold. Because we need to boom. There we go. Okay, so now we have our class entity. It's gonna have an ID. Not that it matters too much, because we're not gonna be working with databases. At least not now. It's gonna have a name. That's gonna be taken from the enum class list here. It's gonna be one of those. A description, probably not going to be used actually, let's just get rid of it, it just muddies the water. And then we need the weapons. Now we could in the future, since they have a complete talent set, then we could also have like public talents. And then that would probably be actually... No, that would be an entity too, but we're not gonna bother with that. For now we just want something basic that works. Let's get rid of this one also. So now here's the thing though. The entities, but we still probably want the enums actually. to be a melee and a ranged, because we do need to distinguish between them when we're setting up certain classes. But that's gonna have to be the logic that dictates that. That's probably not gonna be the generator. The generator should probably just take... Yeah, the generator just needs to randomize it all. Okay, let's get into fixing this. So we need a list of all the weapons in Darktide. Let's get the enums straight. Darktide weapons. All the weapons, please. Not the Skullbreaker though. So let's start with let's just take the Psyker. Can we? Yeah, we can. So let's take the melee weapons. And of course the names are set in a very annoying way. We cannot have spaces. It's just part of programming life. And I'm fine with having the full name. Okay, then the next one. I'm still not completely sure about this number system, but we can see how it works out when we actually get to start generating some stuff. But now we follow the system. That was the Aatrox axe, yeah. Next one here. Fill in. Okay, actually, if the system is gonna work, we need another weapon that the Psyker is only able to use. So let's get one more. It's gonna take too long. I can do that later, as to not bore people. So this is a Psyker only weapon, so it has the value of 8. Go. Okay, and then let's get a Zealot only weapon in here. No, actually, here veteran. Yeah, we'll just take them in order. Let's get a veteran weapon in. That way we can see if the Fury works. The veteran was a 1. Go. Then let's get a Zealot weapon. Oh, perfect. I actually think there's a weapon here that's that only the Zealot and the veteran can use. I just need to double check it, but if it is like that, then that would just be perfect. Then we would have one for each scenario. Okay, equal. So the Zealot was a 2. No, wait, the Zealot was a 4, wasn't it? Wait. No, the Zealot was a 2. Okay. Don't mind my bad spelling. All work in progress. Okay, set it. Alright, brilliant. And then I just need to double check if my theory about this last weapon here is correct. It is. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Then we also take this one. Like a nice little hybrid weapon. And that value would be 3. Alright, now we have a weapon type for each of them. So what is gonna happen is our logic is gonna take and generate a class entity with a main weapon and a secondary weapon filled out. Let's just fill out the main weapon for now. The name from the class chosen. We really don't need that ID. That's so stupid. There. Love to simplify things. So first thing we're gonna do is do some random generation. And because I'm that kind of person, we wanna do true random. If that's even what they still call it. True random number generator. That should be the name of it. There we go. Security cryptography. ING Crypto Service Provider class. That's the one. And that should be a default class, right? So let's... It's not how you do it. Using system.crypto. No, security, I'm so stupid. Security dot and then crypto. Cryptography, yes. And then we want... what exactly do we want? We probably want a buffer. How many numbers? There's 4 we need, so yeah, 4 bytes. Right, and we want to with 4, please. 4 options. We need to define the. Oh, right. Then we need it. I mean, many ways, but let's do it. Let's follow the people, the smart people on the internet here. Using. What are we using? We're using an RNG. That's equal to a new, and that's where this beautiful little device comes in. RNG crypto service, where is it? RNG RIP. Why is it not here? Interesting. It should be. It could very well actually be because the entire syntax is... Get out of here. Let's try again. Using, what are we using? We're using for RNG that is equal to new RNG. So why is it not recognizing it? Alright, let's just copy paste. Doesn't matter. Let's hope it figures out what I mean. It doesn't. Private. I highly doubt that is gonna fix anything. Yeah, I knew it. Why is it having such an issue with... Hello, Scat. I am streaming programming a random generator for Darktide. Oh, is the pie done? Yeah. No, Give me 1 minute, guys. I'll be back in a second. I just need to see something. Okay, I'm sorry about that. My girlfriend has been baking a Easter cake. That's I just had to see how it looked. Very pretty, very pretty. Okay, let's see. So why is it not able to recognize this? Is it because it's using? I mean, it could be that just using that is not very happy about that. Couldn't it be? Generate type? No, I don't want to. I don't want to generate it. I want to use it. It already exists. It's not like a foreign concept. Let's try again. Let's look here. Yeah, it is a. It is definitely a Microsoft class. Wait, it has to be static. Okay, that was interesting. Guess we make it static. Not under the namespace, under the class. Hey! Okay. So then we have that, and then we can do something. Let's see. Where did we have our guide here? We got our bits. Alright. I'm just gonna call you G. It's fine. G dot. You're not gonna recognize yourself. What? Okay. So they don't want it instantiated, it seems. Or what? Why are you acting so weird right now, Visual Studio? Is it because I'm on a private computer? What is happening up here? Okay. Let's try and remove that. Let's try and. Can we please make it static? It's really just completely incapable of understanding what that is. Could of course be because, so let's probably radar. What's that? So we want it private. A little private one. We say ing dot, oh not dot equal, boom. Might have been a bit too many equals. And now it should be able to recognize, right? Still not, okay. It's because we're still outside of it. We need to be in a method. Just so very stupid. Let's call this something else. Class data. Then we want a public. It's gonna return a class entity. Entity. Generate class setup. Then we G. What can we actually do with this little G? Guess it's get bytes, get non-zero bytes, fills a byte span with a strong random sequence of non-zero values. I mean, we do want the zero value also. Fills a span with strong random bytes. The span. Actually, maybe. Because we want 4 options here, but we want the options to match. And 0 is a possibility. This one is not guaranteed to be 1. So what we probably want instead is to go into the right class. Could I like maybe take the values of the enums instead? Equal new bar, then we pass. Let's see what we get. Should probably get the non-zero. Hopefully as well. What options do we have? Takes a couple of options. That one has an offset. This one either takes bytes or a span of bytes. Probably want this, and then we want the offset to push it away from a 0. Do we? No, wait, actually. The math is still good. It's just that it cannot be 0. Yeah, so I think non-zero is fine. I'll have to see exactly what the return form is though. So let's just print console that right. My bad. Print, and then we want to print this. Not able to do it to a string. Can I convert from bit to bool? I'm trying to make you into a bool a little bit. I'm trying to write you out. Is it because it's this non-zero stuff here that's gonna convert from void to ball? It just doesn't make sense. It's because we're loading it into the class, that's why it is. This has nothing to do with generating it. We are providing this with the array that it's going to use once we start calling its randomizer stuff. Right. This, it looks kind of like this actually, that it has okay, we need the index page. The index page just straight up to action. Encapsulated method that has no content does not return a method. Action is a type which is not valid in given context. Test to the name that is. Our in page, what we then form. Let's just make a form. Form has a submits, right? Sub click me. So it's gonna do it. It's gonna send. This chat GPT, man, it's so scary how good it is, this stuff. Like normally I would be sitting and googling stuff and banging my head against the wall. Now, I just say, can you please make this for me? It fucking does it. At least the front ends. It's trying to give me a database now. I'm not gonna be using the database part. I just want the front end and the worm. That's all I want. Don't care about the rest. Here comes the HTML. This looks pretty good. Take that. Make it right in here. Now what it is doing is it's got a controller here. So where's my controller? Should be hiding some. Have I really not made a controller? I have not made a controller. I am kind of stupid. Okay, where do we want the controllers? Because I am such a fanatic for structure. Controllers. That's where they're gonna add a new item. Gonna be the index controller. And the index controller is gonna have stuff. We're not gonna be using a DB context though. We're gonna be using this either. Well, actually we are. Oh, because the DB said no, we're gonna be using that. But we are going to be using... Nope. Never mind, we're actually not gonna. We're gonna. Seriously, ChatGPT, man, you're too fucking scary, man. You're too freaking scary. Like, it just understands so much of what you say to it. I freaking love this. By God, being a programmer is gonna be nice now. Okay, so it didn't really change anything in its front end as expected, but what it did do is it changed the controller. Because the controller was relying on a database context, but we do not give a flying beep about the database context. We don't have one. But what we do care about is our entities, because that's what this whole thing is based on. Static enums and entities. So my entity, what we're turning is a class entity. Yes, class entity. Yeah, keep the placeholder. So we do actually have 4 entities. Now what could be cool actually is in the future you should be able to pick which ones you want the random thing to go by, but for now we're making it solely based on what I need it for, which is... I would have thought that JSON was understandable, but I guess it's not. Interesting. What is it called? It's ordered by guided first by D. I do need to change this actually a little bit now that I see it, because it's just returning some static lists. We needed to go down and get the random stuff before returning it. But that's not too much work. This looks wrong. Yeah. This is where we need to get the methods. The controller is allowed to know to want to call. Now, if we want to do this completely right, we need to start making some interfaces. So let's get an interface up and running. Let's get entity. Nice and big. Get a sync entity. And it needs to return a task. A task of class entity. I'll type in class entity. Yes. Looks brilliant. So then our controller will get. I made some backend. We need structure, interfaces. Need to put this one into interfaces. Yes. We need to. I get interfaces. Get entities, sorry. And then we need to call I get. It's not having it. Because we need to. Oh, need to troll a little friend. And I get entities. We need to call I get entities. Not that actually. I get entities that. No, is it here? Okay. I'm so bad with memory. Done this before. Done it enough, apparently. What are we trying to do? We are trying to call a method from within an interface that is going to be implemented down in the backend. That's what we're trying to do. Okay, that might explain why. Task. Apparently it lost its class entity. Yeah, sync class entity. There we go. Actually gets async random class entity, because we're trying to get a random one. Controller here, boom, boom. unit dot rent entity. No, that's right. It's completely wrong what I'm trying to do here. This is what we have to do down in the backend to override it, and then this one will, through the interface, it does still need to implement it. No, it doesn't need to implement it. It does need to implement our random generator. Random generator. Not like that though. Oh wait, oh, I'm completely remembering this wrong. Not the sharpest knife. Get entity. Entity. And it takes a... I get entity. Entity. Then it sets get entity equal get entity. That way we can pass it class that it needs, and it will be able to call it. Let's go get entity dot get randomized class there. Okay, that's how we do it. I think. Okay. Hey, that one fixed itself. Brilliant. Okay. Now we got something that looks like an index that can be used. Now, it does need to have some setup here. We need to subscribe the service. Services dot create async scope. I get entity. How is it that we do that? Service.add scope, is it add scope? Not create scope, add scope. See? Yet GPT got my back. Oh wait, it is service app.services.add scope. Create scope, get service. This might very well be the wrong service place. This is very much the wrong service place. Where do we place the service here? Find your interface, already done that. Configuration, it's in the configuration. It doesn't exist here. In the configuration methods of your startup class. We have our startup class. Seriously, ChatGPT is so awesome, man. Oh. And to think, it's only like one generation ago that people were programming in zeros and ones, and now we can just ask a fucking AI. I absolutely love it. Okay, so then, I mean, I have done these things before. Make it sound like I have programmed legitimately. I've just never been super pro at it. I'm pretty newly educated in it. Startup. Startup would typically look like something like this. Then I'm of course gonna have to fix it up a little bit. Framework or guessing. Yeah, remove necessary. Oh right, there's an extension. Oh, how could I forget that? I need that in my life. Maiden, is that what it was called? Mate? Mate? I know it's something with mate. Doesn't matter. Absolutely. We do not have a database context, so we do control with views, sure. What in God's holy name are you? Yes, looks good. Well, the ID is probably really on. I cannot speak. We're not gonna use the ID is what I'm saying. I don't mind it being there though, since it's a question mark, so it's optional. We haven't registered our service though. That's under here, we need to do that. So, service dot add scope. There you are, you beauty. Not application builder though. I get entity. And the method you're calling is it's alright, I need to create it first, the one. Edit. Yeah. Where did you go? There you go. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from? Cotton Eye Joe. It doesn't like it. It's because it has absolutely no clue of what I'm talking about. Which is understandable. Because I have skipped a step or two. So. The class we're gonna. It's in the random generator. There it is. That is the one that needs to implement. But no. No, it's not. The random generator is a logical class. This is the controller. The controller needs to call the worm. Where are we gonna put the worm? No, the controller. The controller is the worm. We really need to go beyond that. Yeah, we do. It is the random generator. The naming is not too good, but whatever. We are winging it. Go. There we go. Don't. Why do we not? Oh, it does need this, definitely. Call. Alright, it was just messing with me. As usual. Okay, now it's registered. So now the controller should be able to get it. Good drink. Okay, need to be done with this. So now we are calling it and we are returning it to the front end. Now what is it that we're calling and we're returning? We need the pictures. God damn it. We need so much. We need so many things. Need pictures. Pictures. And under there we're doing do class pictures. And we're gonna do melee weapon. Painted weapons. What? ChatGPT. How smart are you? Scale of 1 to 10. Can you give a folder with pictures of all the dark side, all the Warhammer 40k dark side classes? I'm sorry, but as an AI model, I have the ability to create or share folders of images. However, easily find images. It's not it's not able to do that for me. God damn it, that would have been nice. It even tells me what to search for. God damn it. Okay, so we are gonna have to make this library of weapons all by ourselves. God damn it. Okay. That's gonna be a pain. Just thinking about it already. We already do it this side though. So can I like back here? Just have all of them, it seems. At least all of them. Oh, that is also the range. So any and any. Actually, since we're structuring it like this, melee, save image, Let's make a little structure here. Range. Class. There we go. So, hopefully we can just really don't like the names of those pictures, those by God. Those are some really goddamn ugly pictures. Picture names, sorry. Yeah, see, that's why I wanted the enums. Like, the enums were probably smarter actually to just be like the picture and then the web. That way, this entire stupid thing here can like be much more easily translated. So we need the logic. The logic is what's gonna have to like know things. Yeah. And we could like make it an enum that has a dictionary or enum that has an enum that way, like, but it's all just gonna be so radical all of a sudden. Okay, whatever. Let's get the pictures out of the way. We can fix everything else up. Boom, boom, boom. Clicking, 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 clicking. So many pens, so many things to click, click, click. Not the link. Don't care about that. Give me the picture. And we're clicking, 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 clicking. Okay. That should be all the melee weapons. Then we need the ranged weapons. Did I get this one? Get that one. Just want to save. Okay, done with these. Hello. In an hour? Yes, sounds very good. Thank you. Okay, that was all the ranged weapons. Now I wanna know the classes. Have images for that. We should have dark side classes. We need some pictures. Class pictures, I guess maybe. Class symbol pictures. What the hell is that? That's some concept art stuff. That's not what I'm. Well, we got one of them here. Okay, that was the Psycho one. A second. It's like ugly green. Let's get the gray one. There we have the. Isn't that the zealot? Yeah, that's the zealot. We have the sculpt this in ugly green. Ugly green. I guess we don't have a choice. Apparently green is the big thing. I mean, they all exist in green, so guess we're just gonna go with that then. Save image. Then we need to go back and get this one also, so we can be a bit coherent about it. There's one problem. For some reason the veteran does not exist in transparent version. So that's kind of annoying. Yes. Not much to do about. Okay. There we go. Then we can like go and get the pictures. Take these four. Throw them in here. Okay. Take the ranged weapons. On. Yeah. Bam. Right. They're still technically okay. No, they're not. No, it's all fine. And then we take the melee. There we go. Alright, we got our pictures. Now we just need to find some way of categorizing them. Which is not gonna be fun. So, how are we gonna do this? What we're gonna do is we're gonna go back. Where's that website? Where did my Darktide weapon website go? I closed it, that's where it went. Weapons. Back to Gamesland. Alright. So we can start off LA. Okay. And I think we're not gonna be doing all this. But we are going to be doing this. Start from the beginning. Front special MK. But we can have it like this. Makes it way easier to make it look nice and pretty once we are done. Right, because ISO is a bit more. Nah, let's keep it with numbers actually. But are we? No, we're not. No, we're not. MK1 bully underscore up, and that one is gonna have the value. Okay. Right. Enums can only have numbers. So it's not an enum, it's a dictionary we have to work with. Yeah. I don't know why. It's probably because I've been working with enums at work. But enums is not the way to go here. Not if we want to map it like this. Now, can we make like... Brilliant. We got it. We got it. We can keep our enum class types. Kind of like, it's still not going to be enum. We're going to have to redo them and make them into dictionaries. But that's fine. We can actually get the things that I want. So I'm happy about that. So what we need to do is first we need to rename all of this H to dick. Because everyone in programming knows exactly what a dick is. So they're gonna be dictionaries now. Now what they're gonna do here is, instead of this, we're gonna have a public static. Alright, read only. I think, isn't that like double confetti? No, it's not. Uh, and we want it to be of type string because we need a name. We need it to be a combination of string and integer. That way, I need to get my head straight. Dictionary type, yes. Much better, much better. And we want it to have this name. And we want it to be equal to new dictionary of this type. And then here we have values. And we want it to be veteran that has the... Oh wait, no. Have to do like this, right? If I remember correctly. Get out of here. It needs to be like there. And then we need this, the string value. That needs to be empty for now until I find a picture, and the value was 1. Is that not how you do it? I guess that's not how you do it. Valid initialization member. Why is that it? Let's try. Boom, boom, boom. Let's just see if it still breaks after I have. I thought so. 2, 8. Got our values, then we just need the picture paths. And the picture path is copy full path. It's not really wanted. Let's just get the file name, actually. We know what they are. Oh. And that's definitely not the one. Okay, the cycle. Take down. Cycle down. Veteran. There, and then we have so that's last but not least. Okay, we got the picture names. Then we just need to do basically this principle, but for the weapons. And the weapons, instead of having their own values, need to have the value of the classes that can use them. Now, normally this would actually have been easier if we did make a database. Because then we could just have done it all through relations, but I don't really want a database here, to be honest. I just want it to run without any storage needs. Okay. Then we need to go back to this website. So now the name's there. So yeah, that is basically the same we need to do. The dictionary string comma int equal dictionary. There. There we There. Then we need it. There. There. And there. And the Bully Club is able to be used by the Ogren and nothing else. And the Ogren was number 4. Sorry. Yeah. Ogren is number 4. So this is an Ogren weapon. God. We're gonna need to make so many things. Let's just take this as a base. That we want. Picture. Next one. This one is also. What in God's holy? That's a brunt basher. Not special, but basher. And it's not an MK1, it's an MK3B. It's 3B Bully Club. That's also a 4. No! There we go. And then we got another front. Right. MK2. And that's just MK2, not 3. Picture. And that is still a number 4. But let's just Ogren. Let's just keep it a little bit organized. Okay, there we got really different weapon. Not an MK. This MK. Let's go. Let's go. Ow. This must be so exciting content. I do have something to test with, and I have like, this is like the base of how it's gonna be. So let's get the let's get the logic straight. So what we need is we have now generated that. I need to see if this stuff actually works. So what we do is we're gonna take this down here. We're gonna take it there, and then we're gonna turn. Wait. That's not how it works because that one is not. Eesh. There we go. uh, Stuff our program. Not even sure if we're ever gonna do something that requires async actually, since we're not using a database. We're probably not gonna be using any async actually. But that is completely fine. I want to test this. I want to see what this random generator gives us so we can get the logic done. This project. Okay. Oh. Yes, whatever. The site did not get found. Uh-huh. It will automatically add it and use it. Okay, so why am my index file not being found then? I have the probably something. Let's see. But wait, that's down in my endpoint. Sorry, not endpoint, startup. Wait, is it because the program does need to be? Pretty sure. Yeah, it does. I have my endpoint right here. So the question is why it's not being configured. It's because of that stupid ID. Well, most likely it's because of that stupid ID. It was not because of that stupid ID. It might be. Index. Control home. Okay, let's just make fallback. Oh, not like that. Endpoint. That I need to spell correctly, of course. Fallback. Wait, what is it that they want? Fallback controller. Fallback to controller. Index. Home. Alright, let's see if that can hopefully. It did not. Okay. I mean, okay, maybe ChatGPT isn't that omnipotent because it just asked me to add things I already have. Told me to add this. Already have that. And it told me to. The only thing he. Then I guess it is necessary. Like that's the only thing. That's this. Add back this ID, but. Do I really care about an ID in this context? I highly doubt so. Perhaps I should not destroy the syntax. That could maybe also help. But I mean, okay, is the configuration service exactly like he says? Yes, it is. Use/homepage. That could actually be it. Would though like to know where exactly the path is being defined. Is there a way for me to like get the structure out in text? Brilliant. Oh wow. My girlfriend just came in and needed me to open a bottle, but by God, that bottle had been has been stocking itself really good. Okay, I think I know why. So back to controller apparently needs a very specific path for it to work. So instead of back to controller, we should be able to back to file. File, we of course need to define the path. Pages slash path file. Not sure what this nut file is. Does he explain that? This configuration requested that does not match the existing VV root folder will be mapped to the index.html the pages. It doesn't actually explain what this is. Should we try and ask him? Is a route pattern used in ASP.NET code that matches any URL that begins with the pages and doesn't have an extension? If non-file segment is a catch-all parameter. I mean, I can't help but laugh. This ChatGPT is so insane, man. Anyone out there, I don't care if you're a veteran or a noob to programming, you gotta at least try this. Like, sure, you don't have to stick with it if you're an old timer. Like I've seen veterans that probably can fix things way faster than talking to this AI, but by God, it's fun to look at it, just solving problems and coming up with explanations. Okay, so it's a catch-all. That's nice to know. So if we do not find the folder we want, I'm guessing it is, then it will, yeah. So it will find this pattern, pages, anything. And then we need to tell it to get pages slash index. It's not an HTML page though, it's in CSHTML. There we go. Okay, let's hope that this works. It did not. It absolutely did not. Wait. He did actually delete this time. See if it's gonna work. Yeah, it did. And that's the only real thing. I mean, I do actually have a misspell here. So that I read it through. Yeah, I thought so. It's not really that case sensitive for what I remember. So. Try and clean build. Build successfully, but it's still not gonna work. It's not. The reason for that is all back to go is it is going same directory. It should be able to from this be able to see pages folder. Pages folder we got the index.cshtmli. As I mean, we do have some bootstrapper, but that shouldn't. I'm not using it. It just exists in the project. Hope that it doesn't really matter. What exactly are we doing in the building a web application? Brilliant. We're adding a Razor page. Takes one overload. What is that overload? You're not gonna tell me? It takes an action that is a Razor page options. Then we're checking if app environment is not development. Error. That Troy. Startup. Try and see actually if we this one. Something. Not that. That's not one. That. Can I run it in like debug mode? Something like that. Yeah, it should hit. Why am I not hitting my breakpoints? There. I hit this breakpoint. Yeah, so it's just straight up not hitting the configuration file. Then it all makes a lot of sense. And it's not breaking it. Nope. Yeah, I knew it. I'm happy for ChatGPT, but he is definitely not omnipotent. This is what he forgot. Sorry, one of my friends wrote to me. What I was about to say is that, yeah, ChatGPT forgot to tell me about a thing that was needed, because we do need to specify that the app needs to use the startup. Now, why it doesn't recognize app all of a sudden? Wait, I don't already have a startup, right? Do I? There's AdRaiser. I do not. But ads. Not ads. I'm stupid. Use startup doesn't exist. Is startup. Okay, let's just be completely sure. Rename startup. Let's try and click and build. Successful. It still doesn't need it. Try explicitly setting the startup. That's the builder. Okay, why the hell did he say the app? It's the builder that has it. Builder dot use not user. Or is it startup? Builder dot service. That's startup. How did I do that on work? Host, does that exist? That does exist. Environment. Environment. Current directory. Builder dot configuration maybe. Set base pack. Get a bunch of children. That doesn't look too promising. Connection string. Secret. It's not there. Something went wrong. Okay, holy shit. Generate response. I think I broke him. I think I broke him. Yeah, I broke ChatGPT. He's completely dead. Can't I like cancel out on it? Cancel. Okay, okay, ChatGPT is just dead. He's just dead. No matter. Let's just figure it out the old-fashioned way. Let's try here with environment. Who knows? It might be enough. Oh no, it's definitely. It's not supported. Builder application stats. It's oh, he is using builder. It's not like it's something else. Posting, there you are. Yes. Some of these. But for now, I think it's fine. Let's just see if we can't actually get something decent up. Let's go. Recognize them now. Not really. It's an ambiguous reference. Ah. Wait, what? Oh. Okay, so the difference is one is in extension and the other one is in the default. Why in God's holy name? That'd be like that. Okay. Now, why is this one acting? Web application does not contain definition for use startup. You don't say dum dum. Okay, ChatGPT. I mean, to be honest, we're starting to hit the time frame where using him was not a good idea. I do like that he explains a lot of things though. Like it's definitely the future, this AI stuff. The question is just how far in the future. Configuration service method. To configure your application service. By the way, data. Well, just one problem. The configuration service in the file that doesn't get run. Okay, we're going in circles. We are going in circles. Well, my use startup is not recognized. Well, that is because you need to do it down in your startup configuration file. But that I can't do that since it's never getting called. Well, that is because you need to use your startup in your program file. Apologize for the confusing. You're right, Martin. He actually recognized that I said that. Oh my god! I mean, this is kind of creepy in a good way. You're still encountering an issue. A startup call is not being called. There may be a few possible reasons. Check the namespace startup to make sure it's in the namespace. Same namespace as your program. Okay, so startup and program needs to be in the same namespace. My web app. Oh my god. I think I'm the dumb one. I think I'm actually the dumb one. This one doesn't have a namespace at all. And for some reason, I don't think this one should either. If it's able to, that is. Let's get rid of this stupid thing. It did have the using there, but see how this goes. No errors. That's a good start. It still doesn't hit it though. he can't help himself. I mean, you guys can't see this, so but I'm telling him to not. I'm telling ChatGPT to not have a main method because since it's a stateless web application, it shouldn't have a main method. But he just can't help himself. He just keep on putting in main methods. Let's see if the program doesn't accept. Huh? Hello. Oh, er vi klar nu? Okay. Well, we're gonna have to continue this at another time. I need to go and eat. But thanks a lot for watching, everyone, and I'll see you in the next one.